We're live.
And hello and welcome everyone once more to Coyote and Crow. I'm your story guide this evening. My name is Logan Boese. I can be found at Logan M. Boese on Instagram, Akichiware on Twitter, and most other places that you can find people. With me tonight are four of my lovely players, one of whom is a new face to this campaign, but not to some of you who have seen me before. So I will let them go ahead and introduce themselves, starting with the one to my immediate left. Kichika.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bo. I use they, them pronouns, and you can find me all over the internet at Dorky Teacher. And today, I will be playing the lovely Kichika, who is a Path of the Crow, and also very anti-establishment and in favor of murder, apparently.
What's a little murder between friends?
Yeah, you know.
It was for a good reason.
Kichika, nominate the next person to speak.
Oh, why don't we send this clockwise around the overlay? So we're going to go over to Casper.
Hi, I'm Casper, the MB Ghost. You can find me at Casper DANB Ghost, everywhere. And yeah, I'm playing Anizi or Zizi, and I am a Path of the Raccoon with a cybernetic raccoon named Tops. My pronouns are they, them.
And nominate the next speaker.
Nathan.
Yes. Hi. I am Mistress Winter. You can find me at gmistresswinter on Twitter and Instagram, and I will be playing Nathan, Path of the Fox. And we'll pass it over to Tatsi.
Hello, my name is Vi or Vile. You can find me on Twitter at Valentine. You can find me on Twitch and Instagram at X Valentine because my handle was stolen. But I'm playing Tatsi, or Tatsiyaka, but Tatsi, who you all will be meeting this lovely evening for the first time.
Excellent. Now, over the last few sessions, our group of intrepid, young, and young at heart individuals came together to solve a murder most foul. Now, how that played out is that the person responsible ended up being one of the most famous comedians and healers of the city, Ischa. And due to the quick thinking of someone who shall remain nameless and totally is not uneasy, all the details about this were leaked immediately on the public dozo, meaning that literally the entirety of the city can now follow Ishcha's wish and judge him. It's been a very turbulent time over the past 2 months, since everyone involved with that was given the opportunity to become the Suyara, to be adopted into the Society of Investigators, answerable only to the Council of 12. And how they took to this, I actually am kind of curious because they've spent the last 2 months in training for this position. And we're going to find out how that went for Nathan.
How it went for me? Well, it's definitely been hard on these old bones. Being an older woman, the not as spry as I used to be. So a lot of the physical activity and early morning PT is not conducive to my good health. But the academic side of things, I've definitely taken to and really latched onto that investigative procedural kind of thing.
And how about you, Kichika? How have you been handling it?
How military is this?
So In terms of what the training regimen would look like, think more one-on-one training uh, from a master Suyata, from an elder Suyata, probably a retiree in most aspects. You're not looking at large classes of people going out into the woods for survival training. You're looking at one guy who's been doing this for 20 some years or is otherwise incredibly qualified, teaching you the ropes and then cutting you loose overnight. Go ahead and find your way back. Don't die.
Okay. So for those people, like the elders, like Kichika would be quite respectful, learning what they can from them. But if it's anybody who is representative of the Suyata themselves, who has not just been brought in to train us, but is like a member of the Suyata or a representative of the government themselves, Kichika turns into a 16-year-old rebellious child. Which, I mean, they're 18, so not that far off. But, questions everything, is constantly snooping where they shouldn't be. Just trying to find out as much as they can.
Excellent. And Anisi, 16-year-old, given federal marshal power. How's that been going?
I've been oh my god, I've been as far as like the physical whatever, I kind of do my best to sneak my way out of it. Any physical aspect like training or whatever, I was like, it doesn't work, but I try my best. And I cheat all the time using tops at any opportunity I can. And as far as like studying, I'm like aces. I'm when it comes to like book smart, that's fine. It just doesn't hold my attention long enough. So I'm like, what else do we have in these records? Like, what else can I find? So yeah, hacking into the Suyata stuff into places I probably shouldn't be.
So go ahead and give me a computers check, and we're going to call that a difficulty 13.
Is there any way that
Yeah.
I can aid? Because if Kichika finds out that Anisi's hacking into shit, Kichika at least will not be able to, mess with the tech directly, but can stand watch and like can aid in other ways.
I will tell you how that plays into it in just a minute, but go ahead and make your roll.
Yeah. Okay.
And a difficulty 13 is interestingly done. Have you read that part of the book, Anisi?
I have not.
That's okay. We'll go over it together. But go ahead and make your roll first.
No. I just no. I got a 0.
Did you get any
No
12s?
successes. None.
Okay, then yeah.
Ruh-roh.
So that's did you get any 1s?
I got 2 1s.
Okay, so that is a critical failure. So you're hacking into it, and you're using your portable hacking rig, and you've got
I
tops.
forgot I had that. Sorry.
It's still at 13.
Okay. But I forgot about my rig, so maybe this one single thing will help me.
Go ahead.
I got a 12, but it's canceled out because I got 2 1s.
Now,
Yikes.
so
Big yikes.
I'm going to go with you forgot to use some of the features on your portable hacking rig during, and then you're like, last second, oh, right. And you kick them in. And this is still the Suyata database. So you're not surprised when your machine gets a message that says your hacking attempt has been detected. Please wait presently for apprehension. Very polite. Very polite. And Kichika, who has been there, is able to duck back in and tell you, if they so choose, that there are the sound of boot steps. Sounds like about 3 or 4 people coming down the hallway towards you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not even waiting for an answer. I'm grabbing ZZ and I'm like, let's go. It's like full collar grab. Like.
Go ahead and do you do anything else as you're getting out, Uneasy?
I whistle to make sure Tops is following, but other than that, no.
Go ahead.
I give
You've got
up.
Tops' stats handy, right?
Oh, jolly. Yes, I do.
Good. Go ahead and make an athletics roll.
Okay.
And that's strength or endurance.
Well, we're gonna do endurance because Tops is not that strong. All right. I got an 8 and a 4. Yeah.
Now, with that, okay, so you guys get away, and Tops does not.
Oh.
Now, by this point, Tops is a fairly well-known figure. So by the time you make it back to your barracks, your dormitory, whatever, you get there, and we're just going to say Kichika doesn't have time to get away before someone comes storming in. Not storming. I'll let them describe themselves. Someone has been told very specifically, handed a rabid raccoon who is part cybernetic, looks very angry to be caught. We found this trying to hack into the computers. Please go tell Uneasy to keep their toy to themselves, or next time it's going in the trash compactor.
Still alive.
No, I'm holding him like a baby. Like a baby. I'm soothing him. As I bounce him on my way over to Uneasy's quarters, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
Okay. I just knock, knock, knock. I don't know if the door's open or not, but I knock and I enter regardless of response.
You would see me pacing back and forth trying to get a hold of like on my tablet trying to get a hold of Tops. Like, where are you?
I gently like roll him onto your desk, like kind of plop him head over ass, gently, and say, "I'm pretty sure this is yours." So to briefly describe Tatsi, they are pretty freaking tall, and they are very lean built. They're wearing kind of like a crop top, like an athletic wear crop top. And they have a very flat stomach and like the hip lines for days, and then very tight athletic pants. They have really long purple hair and like a really high ponytail, and they're all smiles all day. They're just the friendliest person you could ever meet.
Now, this individual, you've seen them around before. And anytime you've seen them, your eyes have been drawn to them immediately. You find yourself immediately wanting to like this person, immediately trust this person. They're the kind of person that you know in an instant that would just listen to you, and they're going to be so understanding. How you react to that feeling is all on you. But you will have a relatively strong reaction to this individual.
For saving Tops, I'm going to tackle you in a hug. Thank you. Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god. Top, you're. And then I turn to Tops and be like, "You're supposed to stay close."
Just wraps them in a nice tight warm hug, and kind of pats their head and be like, your little friend there reminds me of somebody that I used to know. And
really,
kind of like does that to his cheek, the raccoon.
Oh. Oh, so really? Tell me about your friend.
Oh, just another scamp I used to know. But word to the wise, next time you're gonna be messing around in the computer systems, don't get caught.
Yeah. Eyeing I'm eyeing Top's like, yeah, don't get caught.
Tiny raccoon, double finger FU.
Gonna shut down his cybernetic arm.
So Tops disappears. You're not sure where.
I'm just gonna leave a raccoon treat on the desk. You're lucky they sent me.
Oh,
Thanks again.
but they're not. Because what they don't, is that you are their current overseeing Suyata. You are now their trainer.
That does not change what Tatsu said in any way.
Thank you. He'll be back for that eventually.
So, where's the rest of your group? I would love to meet them.
Well, Nathan likes hanging out in her room if she's not like helping somebody. And then Chichika is, I guess, looking at people's shoes.
Kichika is like sitting like in a hallway. If there's I'm assuming there's a hallway right there.
You are in the council building itself. This is one of the places that new Suyata are housed, at least until quarters can be requisitioned, or if you don't have your own in the city. I know that both you and Nathan have houses, and Anizi does not. So Anizi gets a room here.
Okay. That Kichika is feigning innocence and like casual, and is like leaning against a wall or like in a hallway somewhere, like sitting against it, and like has like a rubber ball that they're just bouncing against the wall, and like totally hasn't been anywhere they shouldn't be.
So you're nonchalant. We get it.
Yes.
So Z, I can call you Z, right?
Yeah.
How
No one
about you
else
get your
does.
friends on the horn and we all do a little meetup? I would really appreciate the favor.
Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna I'm gonna call him up. Well, not Kichika. I'm just gonna scream out into the hallway, Kichika, come down here.
What?
And then I'm gonna call Nathan up and then restore. If he's in range, I'm going to restore Tops's arm because I feel bad. Nathan, could you come to my room when you get a chance, please?
Is this ever? I don't know that I'm ever going to get used to these constant calls. Yes, I'm on my way.
Sweet. Yeah, and then I just relay that. Yeah, they're on the way.
Awesome. I suppose introductions can wait until your friends get here.
Oh yeah, I don't know who you are. You're just really cool.
I appreciate the sentiment.
Who are you though?
Why don't we wait until your friends get here and all will be made clear shortly.
Okay, strange person in my room.
So Kichika arrived. Oh, go ahead.
I guess I was gonna say.
I was like on my tablet. I'm like, record everything that happens.
Nathan takes her time, and eventually just kind of glides in.
Yeah, Kichika probably would have arrived first, seeing that they're just down the hall. And would probably look Tatsuyaka up and down and turn to Zizi and go, "Who's this?"
I don't know.
They haven't introduced themselves?
Nope, but they did save tops, so they're good for me.
Did they save tops, or were they sent to give you back tops?
That is an excellent question.
And are you
So-
going to answer it, mystery person?
I think we should probably wait for the last of your group before I say anything.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
So
Would
I'm going to just cut in just a bit here and say that over the last 2 months, your transition into the Suyata has been up and down in that some people think all of you are amazing. Some of them, however, have sent you death threats. Istra was a very popular figure. Some of you blame you, and hasn't exactly been the easiest. So remember that going forward.
And
I would- Go ahead.
just the clarifying point, have they like finished their like basics and I'm being trained to specialize them, or
You have been sent with their latest assignment. You are their Suyata on guard.
okay, just making sure.
You are their trainer for this mission. This one has special significance, and you are aware of that, even if they might not be.
Excellent. Okay.
Sorry, Nathan, go ahead.
Oh, I was
you're
going
the
to say...
you're the story guide, so
I was going to say that Kichika, if Kichika's getting death threats about Istra, then they're going to try to find who it is. Because Kichika would, if there's other people who think like Kichika, then they're going to try to find those people within this group.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation roll, and we're going to call this a success number 11.
Investigation. I'm okay at that. Success
I can
number
help if you
11.
want. I'm
You
good
would
at
have been
hacking.
there to help if you desired.
Yeah. Plus, every I respond to every death threat like it's not my fault. He's the one who did it. Like I just put it out there. What? I troll every death threat because I'm a child.
Okay. If somebody's helping me, I forget how that affects.
They would just roll their own in this case.
Okay. All right. Okay. And you said success 11. Well, I got a 12.
Okay.
And that's my only one. So let's roll the critical. And the critical is an 11. So
So that's 3 all
3.
told.
Yeah.
And put a pin in that, and we'll discuss it later.
Okay.
Now, Nathan does arrive a little while after Kichika. How long depends on if Nathan is staying in quarters in the Mawadi district itself, or if she is still in her home.
I would have been staying close by to finish out the training.
So 10
So,
minutes.
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
As Nathan walks in the door, then Tatsi would clap their hands together. They are they them, and be like, "Welcome. Good news, guys. I have been assigned to help guide you on your next bit of adventure here. My name is Tatsuyaka.
Nice to meet you.
Wonderful to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. I am Nathan, though I am sure that you're aware of that.
And this would be Anizi, and that would be Kachika, correct?
Kichika, yeah. What do could you tell me what Tatsuyaka's shoes look like?
Right now they're probably some sort of athletic wear that's been kept in pretty good condition, possibly even cleaner than you would expect from somebody who wears athletic wear regularly ? They're a little too clean.
Obsessively clean or like military clean?
Like, they probably haven't been used as much as Tatsi would like people to believe that they've been
Ah, new clean.
used.
Okay. Okay. So what do they
So
want
did
you to do
you?
with us?
I was going to say, did you just call us to get our introductions?
No, you have a very special mission that I will be overseeing.
Hooray.
It is
report.
this.
The report is addressed to Tatsi and very clearly suggests that they should be the one to tell you. However, they've elected to simply hand it over. There is an outpost in an outlying region that has stopped reporting in, and it is your job to look into it. Not a glamorous first assignment, but a necessary one. You can see that Tatsuyaka has been advised that your group has at least one disciplinary problem, potentially two, and it is their job to decide the overall fitness of your group for the Suyata. Do not tell them this. This is their deciding mission. This is either their first mission as one of the Suyata or their last. Your report will be welcomed upon your return. Prosperous journey, Nizaka.
So Tatsi's gonna like pull up on their Nisi. I assume it's the Nisi that I pull it up on. The report and goes, yeah, so, and she's like, they are kind of like bopping around, like very almost like happy-go-lucky, a little too happy-go-lucky, actually. Where they're just like, yeah, it seems like we've lost some communication with this outpost, and they're just throwing you an easy toss to go check it out as your first mission here.
Can I try and hack and see the original report?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Tatsi, what is your either mental defense or your score in computers?
So my mental defense is higher because of the shenanigans with how the specialized skills are on the paper. I know it's not correct because I know I put extra points into hacking specifically. I don't know how much because the sheet does not
I'll look it over after
reflect
this.
It. My mental defense is 5 though. I just don't know what my hacking is anymore.
So success number 5, an easy.
Okie doke.
If only this was spiritual defense.
Hiya. These are not great rolls, but I've got 1, 2, 3 successes that count because I also have a 1, which counts as I have 4 successes total, and then I got 1.
All right, so you pull out your portable hacking rig, and I am picturing it like you literally just lock eyes and pull it out. And...
So can I try to interrupt them then?
Give me a second, because as you are working on your portable hacking rig, you hear a pop, clang, and the bottom of it falls out. So you're looking at computer parts all over the floor, and you hear a coughing, hacking laugh that you know for a fact is a raccoon's.
Is the treat from the desk gone?
Yes.
Excellent.
Touched my stuff, didn't you, Tops?
I want to have Tatsi try to sneakily put another treat on the desk. I will roll stealth for this if I have to.
It's fine. From the other side of your bed, you see tiny little eyes.
I won't
And-
forget this.
What are the threats that typically threaten this outpost?
According to the report, there aren't many. It's a weather station. There is
Weather
a
station.
village nearby named Pasa. And the people there are nominally under Cahokian control, but they're pretty outlying, so ish.
Outlying in which direction?
They are outlying to the north and east. No, northwest, I believe.
Hmm.
I'm busy picking up computer pieces off the floor and trying to fix my hacking tool.
Tatsi will help pick up the computer parts and hand them over to Z.
Thank
So-
you.
If this is just a weather station, why does this attract the interest of the Shiata?
We just don't like it when outposts stop communicating. We're just going to check in, see what's going on. Should be a real easy mission.
Right.
Also, it's far enough out that it's long past any borders of civilization. This is literal wilderness where legends dwell and monsters rise.
I was once a scout, and the only motto was to expect the worst and hope for the best. So we cannot expect an easy mission.
But we
Well,
can
I
hope
have
for one.
Sorry. Very important question. Will I have signal out there? Cause
It'll be fine. You know, you'll get to live
Uh,
like I live.
I'm afraid you're going to have to switch it to airplane mode.
yeah, can I just stay here?
I wouldn't suggest it.
Well, I'm bringing tops because that guy deserves it.
Oh, I insist.
Yeah.
Are you not getting along with your friend?
Well, he broke my computer. And yeah, no, we're kind of going through a rough patch right now, aren't we, buddy? Yeah. See.
He's not going to be a hindrance to us, is he?
No, because as annoying as he is, he still remembers that I feed him. Mm.
Pretty sure raccoons are adept at feeding themselves.
Yeah.
He holds up the raccoon treat that Tatsi just puts down. Oh.
I'm shutting down all of his robotics, except for the ones that keep him alive.
Oh,
Oh,
Drops
Yeah.
to the ground, but still looks annoying.
Yeah.
Well, he's
I
not
just,
going to be
like,
very
wave the
useful
remote
like
in his face.
that.
No, he isn't. Is he?
what kind of equipment would you recommend that we procure for our journey?
Some essential survival tools. Fill in the
Long-
blank.
Let
Long
me write that
distance.
down.
Fill in the blank.
Long distance survival gear.
Yeah, I'm mostly
I
gonna
should
pack.
just start flapping my mouth and let Logan talk.
So ZZ is gonna pack mostly electronics that probably won't work, spare parts that to fix their computer, and enough food to feed them and Tops. Other than survival, like just a bunch of electronics in their bag and food. That's it.
What is the weather supposed to be like in this area at this time of year?
Cold.
I'm gonna have Tatsi pack extra warm just in case. Like
It's
not extra
late.
necessarily for them, but extra in case someone else forgets.
It's
Not
late October.
Thinking
not...
about anybody in particular.
So it's late October, and it's in a world where climate change never happened, but a lot of other things did. So you're looking at extreme weathers are considered mild for this time of year. So we're talking potentially 20 below in Fahrenheit, more than. Potential for snow, potential for a lot of things.
Do you got that in non-freedom units?
Yes, hang on.
Below freezing.
Yeah, no, I know that. But is it like -20? Is it
Is a
-10?
cold
Like,
non-freedom unit.
Let's
It
go.
says, according to Google, minus 28.8889.
oh, that's cold. Yeah.
The bundling up.
Yes. Down to -30 in normal people units.
Okay.
And non-freedom. And so yes, could be snow, could be a lot of things. And the reason that you specifically have been selected for this, Tatsi, is this village is not really aligned with Cahokia at this point. It's also notably kind of isolationist. They might need a diplomat.
Excellent. Love it. Wonderful. I can do that.
Right. So when are we heading out?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay.
That actually
So-
synced up really well.
So thanks for the debrief. If anybody nobody has any more questions, can you guys please get out of my room?
I slip one last treat under the bed and then I leave. With a very friendly goodbye to all.
Yeah, I start packing immediately and it's only electronics.
Good choice. Good choice for Tatsi packing extra warm stuff.
As you're leaving, Tatsi, you notice that your Nisi is throwing up an error message. It's really odd.
That is strange. Oh, probably not important.
I didn't do it.
I'll look at it later.
I don't think.
You may want to look to your equipment after encounters with our group. There's one who, well, does less than legal things with technology, and the other tends to just mess it up by presence alone.
I don't know what you're talking about. I could take a look at it if you want.
It sounds
I'm real
awful
good with
familiar.
mechanics.
I would not. Don't.
Keep your distance.
Make a deception roll.
Yeah, sure. I just added a point to that. I'm better at that now.
Do I get to roll against that?
Yes. Which is good because if you don't roll against it, it goes off your mental defense.
Oh no. What do I roll?
Deception.
Oh. Okay.
How do contested rolls work?
You each roll against a success number 8. Whoever has more wins.
Oof. Yeah, I got a 1 and an 11, so I got 0.
I could take a look at it for you.
Yeah.
I'm real good.
Oh yeah, and I mean, like it works either way, whether it was convincing or not.
What is the difficulty again?
8.
4 successes.
Oh, this bitch lying.
Tatsi
biggest
does
shit-eating
nothing to
grin.
show that they caught them out at all. Not even a little bit. It's just like, I'll consider it, but I think I can handle it myself.
Okay, well, I'm here to help if you need it.
And then while Tatsi is packing, while Tatsi is packing, they will also be looking at their Nisi to see what was up.
Interestingly, as you get further away from the room, it clears on its own.
Okay.
Nathan, not being able to carry a lot of weight, is going to pack light and mostly survival gear in the form of blankets and some rations and such.
Excellent.
I'm bringing all of my my regular equipment, including some climbing gear, a toolkit, and then I'm going to bring some extra warm clothing.
Excellent.
I have also, in my time with this Yada, acquired a couple of daggers. Don't look at me like that.
So, other than packing, are any of you making any other preparations for the journey?
I want to do just a check on the region and like not a hacking thing. I just want to check the internet to see where we're going, what news has come out of there, if any, kind of just research stuff.
So
I
I'm
have
assuming you're
some sort
doing
of idea.
this like with the Nisi and the Dazo, not like a library.
Yeah. I don't want to leave my room. I'm like,
Go ahead and make a computers check, success number 8.
okay, cool. And I'm gonna try and talk to Tops, see if he can get his head out of his butt. I got a 1 because these dice hate me. No, I got 1 success. My bad, not a 1.
Okay, that's so you
There's a
find out
difference.
that the Paza has a population of maybe 70 people, and most of what they do, most of the trade with Cahokia is lead. As in like actual lead, not like, oh, they trade lead, you see? No.
I do want to do some asking around to see if anyone has any theories or unusual information that's come out of the greater region.
Who are you asking specifically? I need to know.
Just around the fellow kids, the fellow Siata.
Go ahead.
Fellow kids.
That's very much the vibe.
I'm hip, I'm cool, I'm with it. I listen to Tomoyak.
I love being a federal agent. It's
Oh, boy.
amazing.
Go ahead and give me investigation. Success number 9.
2.
So the first person you ask very clearly looks back at you. This is your job, and walks the fuck off.
Fair.
The second and third give a little more information, but they do find it weird that you're asking when it's, again, your job. However,
wanted to get theories.
so one of them says, oh, you want a theory? I'll tell you a theory. And proceeds to go the fuck off about the region and how
The 5G.
actually he does say that far out they are beyond Dazo range and they are beyond civilization. They are heathens. They are disgusting. They still live like it's the fucking Stone Age, bro. Like it's not healthy. And
Terrible.
It's but then again, what can you expect? They're so close to never mind.
No, go on.
That look, all I'm saying is look, you know what it's like once you get out in the boonies and the backwoods, right? You've been outside the city before.
A shrug. You know, however they want to interpret that.
All right, listen. That whole region is right along the border. That means you got people going in and out all the time. And it's look, all I'm saying is after the All Tribe War, those treaties were really hastily written. We shouldn't be trusting them. That's what I mean. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, thanks for your help. I really appreciate it. Just flash him my winning grin.
And I walk the black to visit the area in the spirit.
Okay. So this is going to be an interesting thing. All right. Go ahead and do you remember which roll you need to make?
Yeah, that's what I was just going. Oh no, I gotta remember what that roll was. Walk the back. Here we go. To activate the ability, spend a point of mind and soul, then make a will check.
Take down those things and make that check.
All right. I can throw my dice across the room. That's fun. Oh no. Oh no. That would be a critical failure.
Oof.
Okay. So
I'm off to a great start.
you sit down and you get yourself in the headspace, you do your rituals, and you take your stance. And as you close your eyes and lean back, you feel like you're pressing against something. Not a wall, more a giant spider web that's you've managed to stick your head out of, but only your head. And you push and you push, trying to get past your body. And eventually you realize that you just can't do it tonight. Maybe it's the headspace, maybe it's the energy. Maybe you can't stop thinking about something. You're not quite sure. But then you try to pull yourself back into your body. And you realize that you get that same sticking sensation.
And
you find yourself, by all means.
Oh, no, I'm just reacting. Go ahead.
No, I'm curious about how you're reacting.
Trying to keep calm, but this has not happened since my early days as a doula, and I'm starting to freak out.
And even in your early days, it was just a wall. It wasn't this strange sort of sticky resistance that you caught yourself in. This is new. Make another will roll. Success number 8.
0, but no criticals. Failed. Anyway.
Remember that you can use focus. You can spend a point of mind to up a number by 1 step, and that's 1 point per step.
I did have a 7, so I only have to spend 1 point.
So with 1 success, you remember that you've been doing this for so long, even if this is new, you know what to do. And you breathe and you take yourself through these mental exercises. And as you do, you feel everything unclench. And as you settle back into your body, you wake with a deep inhale of breath as you realize that you had not been breathing. And it feels as if you have just woken out of the most vivid of nightmares in the middle of the night. Your heart is racing, your adrenaline is pumping. And then I want you to give me an investigation check.
So that was 2 12s and an 8 after one of those.
So that's at least 3 successes. That's all I'm going to need here.
Okay.
As you sit up, you look back at your rug, your pallet, wherever you happen to be, and you see a very clear claw marks in the floor. This is a stone building, and it looks, with so many successes, it very clearly looks as if something hit and was dragged back before disappearing.
Can I tell, like, how deep are the claw marks, or how many there were in one kind of stroke?
4 marks. And it looks as if they start very deep. At their deepest, with so many successes, you can tell that they latched in with their full claw and had to be dragged back somewhere. And the direction is, it's directly out from your head.
That's not unsettling. I guess sleep will elude me tonight. And I am going to go to the equivalent of the cafeteria to find something to eat and be away from that room for right now.
Totally doable. Now, assuming that you do eventually try to find sleep, when it does come, it's fitful, but just fitful. And morning comes, dawn, the earliest first lights, very cold, very gray. You're all awakened, or at least let me rephrase. Tatsi, you have orders to awaken them at first light and take them out.
So I think I'm gonna go with cowbell.
Hey, I always need more cowbell.
Wake up, recruits!
5 more minutes.
Absolutely not. We are headed out first thing. And I will attempt to actually physically draw her out of bed. I don't have eye strength, but I will attempt.
You said that we did we have to stay here, or could we stay at home?
You can stay at home.
Yeah, because Kichika would 100% just be at home. they are not staying there if they don't have to.
Tatsi will go ahead and pound on your door anyway. Just
honestly, it's probably Kichika's dad that answers.
hello, sir. I am here to grab your kid for their Suyata mission.
You would actually find a man who is quite kind and welcoming. You can see their home kind of doubles as a restaurant. they are the type of person who welcomes people into their home and likes to make meals for them, and tries to bring the community together that way. Um, and so they would introduce themselves as Makuva, and would kind of invite you inside, and kind of give you something to eat. Try to give you something to eat while he goes upstairs to get me.
Patsy would 100% accept anything he's offering. They're a good guest.
And Kichika would look like, as they walk down the stairs, their hair is like a bird that has just like exploded in their head, just all over the place, tangles and knots. They're just like going down, and on the way out, Kichika's like, "Oh, Dad, do we have any leftover? Anything left over from last night? I'd like to bring it for my friends." I didn't hear that, but I'm going to assume that was a yes.
That was actually an awe, but yes, you do have leftovers.
Okay. And so Kichika's going to start stacking some meals in containers, and place them.
Tatsy will help with that if it seems a little unwieldy.
No,
there's a lot of food.
They kind of, because one of the odd jobs that Kichika has done is to serve people, so they're good. They're just.
Tatsy will offer to help,
No,
and then
you're good.
politely respect the decline.
And there's. Sorry, I got distracted by the animal, the real life animal. And then step out, and just kind of half asleep, like not even carrying their pack properly, just kind of holding it, and like they're not fully awake yet.
Fair, totally fair.
So, without
Tatsy
further,
pass out the not coffees. I forget what they're called here.
Jahan Holly.
Yeah.
So you managed to make it on time for your Suyutsu barge. You are booked on passage to the nearest station to Yulipaza.
I'm still asleep, so someone's carrying me.
I'll try.
So it's a little awkward.
Out of bed.
If I may offer, and I mean, I've got essentially smelling salts, but I know that I actually have some drugs.
Me too.
Accelerants.
Drug the 16-year-old.
Yes, we love it.
Hey, if they are old enough to have the badge, they're old enough to have stimulants.
Patsy will say nothing.
Sweet.
But yeah, maybe we'll save the hard drugs for later. But I'll run a couple of like smelling salts underneath. It is time to here's some beverage for you. Some tea.
I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna be happy about it. I will drink it.
Good morning.
Not gonna be happy about it. No, I will follow. I'm not gonna be happy about it.
No one's requiring you to be happy to do your job. I've got happy enough for the rest of us.
I like that the two teenagers are just grumbly and mad in the morning.
Accurate. Now,
I never said Tatsy was actually as happy as they seem.
No, but like the classic teenager in the morning of like,
I don't want a mom. Dad,
look at-
whatever you are.
Parent.
congratulations, Tatsu. You have 3 children. One of them is your
Excellent.
age, at least.
Excellent. We love it. Tatsy definitely should be in charge of children.
So, the Utsu barge works off of Utsu technology. It's a bit like a train. in that it is a large ship that hovers off the ground with magnetic propulsion. This is not quite high-speed rails, but it's pretty close, all things considered. Yutsu barges float just above the city, picking up and dropping off passengers from the roof. Now, here's the thing. Yours, it's better appointed than most. It's well taken care of. There's comfy seats. And the further out you go, there were never many to begin with, but the further out you go, there is your group and about 3 other passengers at the end of it. You are in the absolute boonies. You are ending your journey so far out that this can be considered the borders of the Freelands. And as you depart the terminal station, you look about and you see that there is at least one traveler's road set up. Now, what these are, they're paths that extend out. Scouts use them, scouts make them. There's usually little boxes along the way for travelers. There's emergency supplies, things like that, because this one is managed by the Cahokian government. Now, the problem is that they're set up and they're looked after as best they can, but the scouts can't be everywhere. And these roads often get reclaimed by the wild one way or another, the further out from civilization you go. There is a story that at least one has disappeared entirely, literally overnight. The world is not safe. The world is not still happy that there are people upon it, but here you all are. Now, go ahead and do you do anything specific when you arrive at the station?
Is it cold outside?
It's call it 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees in normal people units.
Tatsy will pull out some of the extra warm gear they pack and wrap Anisi.
Aw.
As soon as I get wrapped, I'm getting jumped by Tops, who's cuddled up in my arms. It's like, we'll both
Ooh,
keep
the
each other
metal.
warm.
Oh, the metal would be
Can
so cold.
Tatsy, can Tatsy pull out another little jacket for the raccoon?
Because it is this particular character, yes. So it's not a jacket. It is in fact, for this,
A
it
shawl or
is,
something.
A cloth.
it's a buffalo skin robe, a
Oh.
synthetic GAT printed one, but still. It's emblazoned with the logo. So standard issue would have a small logo from the Suyata, something that could be hidden if necessary.
Mhm.
Whether or not they still have these insignia is up to you.
Yeah, we'll put the raccoon in a Suyata robe. That won't get us in trouble at all.
I love it. Yeah.
You begin down the path.
Mhm.
And now, as you depart down the path, you will note that the 2 travelers are still with you. They are keeping to themselves and not so much keeping pace with you as you end up walking about the same speed.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm heading home.
Oh, where's home?
I come from a village called Udipasa. My friend here accompanied me.
Oh, no way. Isn't that where we're going, Tatsi?
Vile is having trouble remembering. That is where we're going, yes. Oh yeah. What a coincidence.
Yeah, so interesting. Listen, we're new to these parts. What is there to see around there?
There's woods, there's the splendors of nature, the glories of the animals. He's about your age. It's clear that he left for a reason, and he doesn't like that he's going back. Now, he keeps going at length about how boring it is, about how there's mountains nearby, but they're not even as tall as the mountains over yonder. So what's the point of even having a mountain at that point? He has seen the same beautiful vistas his entire life, heard they're beautiful, and is just over it. It's a bunch of rocks. Who cares?
Mm. Mm-hmm. Cool. How's the weather been lately? 'Cause I know in the city proper, like it's been pretty crazy. Crazy
Well,
winds.
I don't know actually. I live in Cahokia.
Oh, going back to visit family
How
then?
long? How long
Hey.
have you been gone?
This will make my second summer.
Sorry, I didn't get your name. I'm Kichika.
Wait,
I
I
am
thought it was winter.
I am Tassatin. Now,
I am cold.
odd name. His friend just face palms.
Tatse really does do that laugh, just like a light little chuckle.
Well, if you think this is cold, you shouldn't be here around wintertime.
I really hope I'm not.
How long have you been away?
2 years.
But you said you've visited every summer.
No, I misunderstood your question.
Since the last time.
Oh, I've not gone back.
When was the last time you heard from relatives?
A few days ago. They don't really have the Dazo out here, so they still have to go the old ways and send messengers.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my friend here.
Did they give any indication of any boons or woes?
He looks at you kind of confused. Like,
My
That's
friend's
an
Just
odd-
like kind of like a straight face, like, answer the question.
my friend's weird way of saying this is, you said you've been gone for 2 years. What's bringing you back? Right? Something must be going on. We don't mean to pry too much.
So my friend here, Yanza. Yanza is the messenger my family sent. They just said that they wish to see me, that I should come home.
Oh,
Yeah, we should all go to a building with warmth right now.
Oh, we're on the way, but it's gonna be a couple of days walk from here.
So, since we're all headed to the same place, perhaps we should all travel together. After all, it's generally safer in groups, right?
makes sense to me.
Fine. There's campsites along the way, but they're not particularly large. They should still do, though. We might have to cuddle up a bit.
Okay.
Well, that should keep the warmth away or the cold away.
I certainly don't mind a little snuggle with the younger folk.
He winks. Yeah, I don't either.
I look at Tops and I'm like, okay. All right. Trudge ahead
Pops is just
forward.
cuddling into his little raccoon robe.
I scratch his head.
So the walk is long. It will take you several days. How are you feeding yourselves?
Well, we got leftovers for the first day.
I brought
It's really good.
snacks.
If Kichika is sharing, I will partake.
Chichika is sharing.
Yeah. I'd say wild game, but I have no survival. So that's probably not a great idea. I'm sneaky,
Leftovers then.
Yeah.
but I can't catch anything.
And Kichika would try to catch something. If
Survival check.
Yep. Survival's okay. It's one of my better skills.
Yeah, I think I would do the same. Try and hang out or try and help Kichika. And so will so will Tops. We don't want to starve.
So between all of that, I will give it to you at success number 6.
Yeah. Any success number you gave, unless it was like a really high one, I was still only going to get 1 because I rolled 2, 2, 2, 3, 11.
So for some reason you're not finding big game. It's the end of the night and you get a couple of rabbits in a trap with Tops's help, basically. At so a
He
certain
chased
point,
him in.
yes. Specifically, he went into the den and chased them out and then in the direction of the snares. Now,
Nice. Thanks, Tops.
these are undersized. At 1 success, you notice it, and it's a little weird. Tiny rabbits, but enough to feed you. You don't have to break into the lock boxes yet.
Okay. Yeah, I would skin and prepare them and keep the skin to be sold to a tanner later.
And Nathan also said that they were packing rations, so we should have food for a little bit of use.
I just packed a bunch of snacks that are not literally just junk food.
Actually,
Junk
I
food
do
is
have
sweet.
the cooking skill. Maybe I could whip something up that'll last us for a little while. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, I'm a terrible cook, so by all means, if you want to cook these rabbits,
This is going to be success number 9.
It's 2 12s and an 11 after one of those rolls.
All right. So that's at least, I'm going to go with that's fine. You actually managed to make some pretty good rabbit jerky out of these. Like it's going to taste really good for jerky, and it's going to feed everyone for at least the time you think it should take, if they're sparing. Like if they're sparing, if there's anything else to go with it, like you'll be able to make it last. It's going to
No
be a
Dahmer
little
family
thin.
here.
It's going to be a little thin, but
Donner, not Dahmer. I mean, I guess both.
you actually
I
have
was gonna
enough.
say.
They're party of 7.
Now, the night is dark, and the fires do their best to keep away the chill, but it is cold that night. And as you sit around the fire, Tassatine will tell you about his summers as a child, and he will tell you stories of a personal nature about the town, the kind that anybody would tell along the road. Oh yeah, my friends used to go up to the creek every summer and, you know, we'd go sledding down it, that kind of thing. Not sledding in a creek, but you understand. Maybe, I don't know. The one thing I will tell you for free is that it sounds like a very traditional village. The elders sound particularly strict. The wind howls in your ears as the night wears on. You hear the howling of distant wolves, and then you hear an answering howl that is much deeper much stranger. And as you all drift off in the night, you find your sleep interesting. Kichika and Nathan, both of you have very troubling dreams. You dream of dark places. You dream of stone. You dream of rocks and meat and blood. You dream of a monstrous face peering at you from the darkness and smiling. However, Tatsi and Anizi, both of you, your dreams are not well, but they are not so terrifying. You dream of deep places in the earth and dark forests and the howling of the wind. And you hear the sounds of chewing in the distance. And as you wake to a scream. And you wake to find only Yansa remains aside from your group. Instead, where slept Tacitus the night before, there is blood. There is signs of a struggle. And there is meat. And then I think we should take a break.
Jeez. Okay.
All right.
That's lovely. All right. So 10-minute break? Yeah?
Yep.
All right.
Sounds
we will
good.
be back in 10 minutes. See you all soon, everyone.
Cybernation Uncensored.
We're back.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our game of Coyote and Crow on Cybernation Uncensored. Now, you are joining me, Logan Boese, in progress with my wonderful group, and they just woke up to find that someone they'd been traveling with isn't there, to say the least. And I'm curious what their thoughts on that are. So, what do you think?
Though?
There's meat.
What kind of meat? Are we talking like viscera?
Well, that entirely depends on how you're going to figure it out.
I'm going to examine the remains with medicine.
Good answer. Go ahead and give me that roll. Success number 8.
And I'm grabbing my bow and attempting to find where this thing went, looking around to see, or seeing if it's still around, whatever grabbed, I assume.
And how are you doing that?
Good question.
Sounds like tracking to me.
Or investigation. Okay, let's start with, is it still around? So
That would be a
whatever the-
tracking.
That would be tracking. Okay.
I'm gonna scream bloody murder because
And
That's
I
a
guess
dead
that
guy.
means I'm gonna calm an easy down.
That is a 5.
Okay, so picking it up. This
you're
isn't
touching
meat.
it. Sorry.
You wouldn't do that,
No.
probably,
No.
but it's funny. Now, you pick up the meat, and as you examine it, it's not meat. It's part of his. It's part of his thigh.
Part of his thigh.
Yes.
So the rest of the thigh is not there.
No.
Hmm.
We are Donner family.
She's touching it.
As you
I'm-
stare
I'm really.
at
I.
this uneasy.
How do I calm an easy down?
Well,
This is-
give me a second.
Okay, go ahead.
I
Go ahead,
presume
Nathan.
this is what is left of our traveling companion. Kichika, any signs of what might have taken him?
Good question.
How
I
many
rolled a
successes?
single success. If success number is 8, right?
So you follow the trail of blood and tattered earth, and it goes into the tree line and just disappears.
Like disappears.
Like you go in and the trail ends.
Whatever it is gone for now. Can I take a closer look at these tracks and try to see if I can recognize what they are?
With one success, you didn't see tracks. Moreover, you saw that you should have, but there wasn't.
So I just followed the blood here, I guess?
Mhm.
Okay. I don't know what this thing is, but I don't like it.
Uneasy. As you stare at this, something about the shape of the meat puts you in mind of exactly where you would find it on his body. And you picture the bone, and you remember a sharp crack sound in your dreams. And you can't help but put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, I'm gonna scream. I'm just gonna scream. Gonna keep screaming.
Uneasy. Uneasy. Stop.
I'm gonna take a breath and then scream some more.
If you keep screaming, you might attract it back. This is said in a very stern tone.
I'm going to stop screaming and just start sobbing hysterically.
And then Tatsuyaka is going to give them a big hug.
Can I do a knowledge folklore on anything that matches this description of like what's going on here? Seemingly no tracks, and specifically referencing with what I saw in my dream. Does that
Knowledge. So yes, knowledge folklore. Success number 11 so far.
Okay.
And how are you trying to calm? So you've calmed Anisi, but Yansa is still there.
Were they bunking together?
They were in the same tent. Beyond that, you're not sure.
Okay, so after I calm down Anisi, ish, as much as I possibly can, I'm going to start gently questioning the person who was in the same literal tent as the victim. Be like, you didn't hear anything, you didn't see anything, you didn't feel a strange movement in the middle of the night. Like, what's going on here?
So she doesn't answer at first. You heard her scream this morning, but she hasn't made a sound since then. Kichika.
Remind me how critical successes interact with critical fails.
A 12 is the first thing to get canceled.
Okay, so because I rolled a 12 and a 1.
Then
0. Yeah, okay.
Well, it could be, but I mean, no, it could be, but. And you turn and you face the group. It was the Mazagug.
The same thing as before, eh? What was it called? It was a Mazogug?
Mazazug.
Mazozug, yeah. Listen. Remember that thing that I talked about before? The Mazozug? Like, okay, maybe it wasn't at that time. But this actually really does fit. Like, it's eviscerated body, blood splatter everywhere. Like, that matches it so far to a T. Unless any of you have any other options.
I'm pretty sure I have read this part of the book.
I'm going to stop hysterically crying and just tears are going to stream down my face. I'm going to stare at Kichika and like throw the nearest like dirt clump at him.
What?
Them.
Can I catch it?
Roll unarmed.
Who, me?
Oh no.
Okay.
No, yeah, both of you roll unarmed. Success number 8.
2.
Actually, what's your physical defense number, Kichika?
Physical defense is 5.
Success number 5.
Oh wait. Oh hey, finally I got a 12. Aww. And I got another 12. And 2 9s, an 11, and an 8. Should probably roll that other 12.
So Kichika,
I
dead
beamed
center.
that at your face.
Like, you actually take a point of body damage. Like,
Damn.
Tatsu, you have never seen something thrown with such accuracy and force. For that matter, neither of you, Nathan.
That was a dead guy. I mean, it was a person, and now it's a dead guy. He got eaten.
Tatsuyaka is just going to mutter, under their breath. This
I
is
am.
why we don't let children into the Sienna.
I am taking it seriously. I understand that it's bothering you, but I'm actually trying to solve this. Like, if anyone's not taking this seriously, I would say that it's you, because you're freaking out rather than actually trying to resolve the issue.
I can't get close to you because I'm gonna break my toys, but I don't like you right now.
Listen. I'm sorry. That's how I'm seeing it.
I'm gonna just turn around and walk away and like just keep a very like I'm literally gonna keep the group in between me and Kichika right now.
Did I say
Tatsuya
something
will
wrong?
make some notes.
I don't believe that it is wise to continue to provoke a response.
I wasn't trying to provoke. I mean, I'm the one that got a rock thrown at my face. Like, I'm bleeding currently. I don't get it.
Do you need to be patched up?
No, I'll be fine.
Then let it go. Are we in the morning, or is this still like middle of the night?
This is pre-dawn.
Pre-dawn. Okay.
So I'm going to turn my attention back to the other person, and I'm going to try to pull them out of this fugue they're stuck in. I don't know if that's coercion or what. It seems coercive to me.
How are you doing it is the question. Because there's a proper way and an improper way.
I mean, I'm not going to try to further traumatize them if I can help it, but I'm not opposed to doing so to get answers. Or
So
not
if you're trying to
greatly
do it,
opposed to it.
So basically this would be a medicine role, and it would be like medicine psychology or medicine therapy.
If I may,
Otherwise it can
Instructor.
be coercion.
I do have a little bit of medicine, but I probably should be done by the medicine person.
And the difference is one is doing it like the proper way, the medically gentle
Mhm.
approved, and the other is exactly like whether
will
verbally or
attempt to-
physically. Yes.
I will attempt to therapize.
So I guess Tatsuyaka's like,
We'll
Nathan,
do
can I get your
some-
help over here? And then yeah.
Trauma response. Yeah. Tatsi, I would try and continue to get Denise to stand down.
I will apply my social graces.
Look, if it's standard success, 1.
We're gonna go with a 6 this time because that's her mental defense.
Then 2.
She's in shock. Like, you're not entirely sure how much she saw, but she's just gone.
Can I attempt to ease that?
On 2 successes, you recognize that you can't help. Like, here, now, too close, too soon. Anything you do at this point is going to hurt. Whether
Okay.
you might get answers, but it's going to cause the girl damage.
Then I will address the group. I believe our traveling companion is in a fugue state, non-responsive, and we do not have the resources, the healing resources that she would need in order to recover. So it is your call, Tatsuyaka. what we shall do with what should we do with the civilian?
Well, as they say, desperate times often call for desperate measures. And being as someone has been, looks at the piece of thigh, looks back, literally eaten, I think this qualifies as desperate times. We will of course get them excellent medical care when all of this is over, but I think this is one of those times. And then Tatsuyako will go on to unethically coerce some kind of testimony from them.
Coercion.
Maybe bring them away from the group so that the group doesn't have to watch.
Ichika's watching.
Oh, cool. Fine. Totally good.
They are going to further traumatize that woman.
Yeah. Tops is gonna go over to the woman and like gently lick her hand.
Aw.
Oh.
My brain didn't hear Tops at first.
What is the difficulty?
Say what?
Is it 8? Or
we're gonna
5?
go with 6.
6. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 5 successes.
Whew.
Okay, so with 5 successes, we're not talking like literally the only thing you can think is, tell me what you know. This is much more gently. It is basically you are applying the gentle version of trying to gather evidence after such a thing. And it's it would look very similar to the gentlest efforts in our world of police interrogation immediately after the fact.
Where you close your eyes, you imagine yourself there, and you talk about the scents and the smells and the
going full Criminal Minds. I got it.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
So you're making her relive it, but you do manage to get out of her that she went to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and as she was coming back, between the time she was gone to the time she came back, the body was gone. Like the tent was eviscerated and he was carried off. But she heard crunching and chewing in her dreams.
Okay. I thank her for her testimony. Bring the group back in if they were not watching, and give that information. And take a deep breath.
She also tells you that it was not the first dream like this that she had, that her entire village has been having terrible dreams for some time.
Cool.
Your village, the one we are headed to?
Yep.
Do you know of others who have been carried off similarly?
At this point, she's completely non-responsive.
I don't suppose there's any way to send a report back to HQ at this point, updating them on the situation.
This far out, the Dazo gets really spotty. You technically have some, but no, you don't.
We would have to send a messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and boost the signal of the Dazo with the random equipment the random parts that I brought?
Yes, I'm trying to figure out which one to go with. So you're actually going to roll cybernetics for this one.
Yeah, boy. It's better than
Or
my
actually, no, I take that back. Crafting,
Aw,
because you're trying to build.
rude.
Does the Dazo use the same kind of things as like our like data signals do? Like, is it airwaves or is it?
I don't think it goes that deep into it, so I don't know.
By your best judgment? Because basically, I'm saying like, could I suggest like going up a mountain to get a better signal?
Oh, that would work, but you're not, the nearest mountain is like your
Oh, okay.
destination anyway.
Right.
Around here, you got like hills, maybe.
I don't know I forgot what the standard like success is, but I got
8.
an 11. Yeah, well then I got 1. But I also got a 1. So
You're
the
sitting
dice
there
hate me.
and you put together something and you think it's an amplifier, and then Tops gets really excited, sits in a part of it, it whirs to life, and you realize you've made a raccoon ride.
It's a little roller coaster.
Think more gentle carousel.
Oh.
Give him a
Adorable.
treat.
I'm gonna take it as like Tops trying to cheer me up because I'm still like
Upset.
not good. I'm not crying anymore, but like I've just been sitting silently, like as all of the other stuff's been happening. I've been sitting by myself, like just trying to build something. So I'm
Busy.
yeah, and trying to contribute because apparently I'm not doing anything.
Well, at the very least, Tatsuyaka records down their findings so that if they end up dying and their bodies are found, at least whoever finds them is aware of what's going on as they are. Hopefully.
So, what's the plan at this point?
Plan, if I may suggest, is we need to get to town as quickly as possible. Strengthen numbers, or at least a buffer.
Well, there's definitely, as far as I can see, 2 options, which is to go back, report back to HQ that actually this is way more complicated than initially thought, and save our own skins. This is only somewhat in character, I guess I should say. And the second option is to go and investigate and hopefully put a stop to this if we think we're capable of that.
Is that what the Suyata do? They run away when
It's
people
a
are in
tactical
danger?
retreat. You don't want to go in ill prepared, and I'm not entirely certain this is the correct group for this kind of a thing.
I suppose there's some wisdom in that.
I mean, could just be a random bear attack for all everyone here knows. It's weird, but
Tatsuyaka is going to leave it up to the rest of the group, but those are the 2 suggestions they are laying out.
Zizi is going to consult with Tops. And hang on, I gotta flip a coin. All right, fine. Yeah, okay, I'll let him know. God. So yeah, Tops wants us to go check out this village because apparently nightmares are not good for anybody. Even if there is a giant monster eating people, at least they don't eat raccoons. So we're good to go to the village thing and help out.
Nathan, what do you think?
I don't know. I suggest we continue on. And you can see she's clearly distracted and internalizing a lot of thought processes.
I suppose we should press on then.
So the village is another day's travel normally. You would sleep and you would get there sometime morning to afternoon the next day. An experienced group of outdoorsmen might be able to make it, or an experienced group of soldiers, or a motivated group of, oh my God, scared people might be able to force march themselves sometime there by midnight tonight.
We are not that group.
I am very in the camp of being that group. But I am also the youngest, so
Tati would go with whatever pace the group's going, and also is kind of focused on I don't know if I want to call it mediation, but trying to get Anisi to calm down and just helping them regulate their mood, essentially.
And our fifth comatose member, I suggest we could have made a beer or a kind of a pull along with the tent and just kind of drag them behind.
Okay. So that means that it's going to be tomorrow and it's going to be afternoon. And the day wears on. You still have food from yesterday, so you don't have to worry about that.
I would be keeping a close eye, because I'm assuming Tatsi is guiding us. I'd be keeping a close eye out for any signs of movement in the forests around us, or any weirdness involving lack of sound, i.e. no birds, that kind of thing.
Survival. Success number 8.
Okay. Please, can I get a decent roll? Yeah, it's a decent roll. So we have 1 critical. If you roll a 1 on a critical, that doesn't do anything, right?
If you roll a 1, it's still 2 successes for the critical.
Okay. So 2 successes for the critical, and then 2 regular ones, so 4.
Okay, cool. So 4 successes. You hear odd growls, and it is quieter than it should be this time of year. There are birds, but they're distant. And that really deep roar from last night, you think you hear it at the edge of your sound, back the way you came. And you do think it's bear. It sounds like a bear. You hope it's bear, but you don't know. And gradually morning turns to afternoon, and afternoon into evening. And if you don't make camp, evening into night, and then night into deep night. When do you stop, or do you try to keep going?
How is everybody else feeling?
I want to get the heck up out these woods.
He's been without sleep before.
I'm inclined to agree, but at the same time, I would rather not get lost in these woods either. How easy is the path to see?
So far, the path is still clearly delineated. You've left behind like railings, you've left behind obvious light markers and things of that nature. Something showing at this point, this has devolved into an old road. This is one where you still see it. It's not paved, it's not altered. It's bumpy dirt in a line with the trees cut back and very obviously kept back. It's got low foot traffic, so nature has begun to reclaim parts of it, but at this point you're on a path. It is still an obvious path, but a path.
And how well known is the fact that, like, you know, every once in a while nature will just reclaim a path like this, like seemingly overnight? Like,
So that's what you know.
okay.
There's all kinds of stories about what happens out in the dark. The fact that you can credibly cite and source one such path that just sort of vanished is unique.
I'm not a great tracker. I learned a bit from my grandmother, but I have seen these trails go cold overnight, and the last thing I want is for us to get lost. We can't help anyone that way. So, I understand that you're scared and easy. And I'm sorry. What I said earlier was out of line. But I don't mind staying up and keeping watch while you all sleep.
I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna walk past Kichika. Like not too close because I don't want my stuff breaking, but I'm like clearly like trying to finagle something on my tablet. Whose name I forgot. Neezy, my Neezy. I remembered. I'm gonna try, like, what I'm trying to do is install a scanner of some sort, to help, like, give us some sort of warning if a big thing like a bear is coming. Like, it's a proximity scanner, literally just the beeps, just to let us know if something's like coming
Okay.
our way.
Okay. Give me another craft check. This one is at success number 9. You're basically taking old parts and trying to build a GPS onto your phone. Like, 9 is generous.
Yes, I got 2 12s.
Roll them. Because that's
and then
4.
an 11. And then another 11. Now I'm working.
So as Kichika watches, like she knows what she's doing. Like she's done this 100 times before. She brings pieces together that you don't think were made. And when she holds it up, it looks factory made. And it is this marvel of technology that is got this green screen and the little boop, boop, boop.
Sonar.
Boop.
Yeah.
And Tops keeps holding his ears until eventually he just turns them off.
Yeah.
Echolocation then.
So yeah, while you're scouting ahead or whatever, I'm making sure that I made a scanner that nothing big is gonna come and get us. It'll beep really incessantly when it does.
It's impressive, truly.
Thanks.
So what do you do to set up for the night?
Quick question, story guide.
on.
When using drugs, there is a plus and negative to SN, say perception, endurance.
Yeah.
Does that, what does that mean? Does that lower the stat or?
It lowers the stat.
Less dice.
Okay.
Oh, I thought negative SN would lower the success number.
The success number does lower. Yeah, negative success lowers the success number. But I believe the dice
Okay,
themselves take down your stats, but I could be mistaken.
If it's
It
anything
just says
like
multiple uses. Stat.
Sorry, we lost you for a second there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably my internet. No, I was saying multiple uses of this can stack, but if a stat is reduced to 0, the character may suffer consequences. But I don't see
Yes.
how it could lower the stat. That's all right. So, Kichi, are you going to want to stay up for the night?
Yeah.
Okay. And I will pull out a couple of injectors and offer one. This
Well, damn, Ethan. I wasn't expecting this from you. I kind of need to keep my mind clear, though.
This will keep you alert and at a high physical state.
Can I
It's an
roll a check to
accelerant.
see what they are?
Can you what?
Can I roll like a medicine check to see if I know what they are by sight?
Sure.
I don't have a
Success
lot
number
of medicine, but I have some.
10. SN 10 from sight.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Them are drugs.
More notes.
I'll offer it. But,
Is it
you know,
what? Can you tell me the type of drug it is? I just want to see if it's the same.
it's an
drug that I-
accelerant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I
Yeah.
think I've seen that before.
It's like adrenaline.
How long does it last? As an in-character question.
Mostly, well, it takes effect in 1 to 3 rounds or minutes. They last for 12 hours.
Wow. Okay. It's gonna be wired for the next 12 hours.
Essentially, yes.
Okay, sure. It's just injected, or
Just find a fleshy part and press it too.
Kichiko looks like they've probably done this before.
And there will be a little hiss of the injector as Nathan takes one herself.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a kick to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, you could say that. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be awake for a while.
That fluttering in your chest, you'll get used to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is I want to use Mother's Voice to commune with one of my ancestors and try to get a bonus to perception.
Make your roll.
Okay. So,
Also keep in mind that the accelerant, and I was about to post this, lowers the success number for perception endurance checks by 1.
okay. So what would this be? Would this be just like a straight perception? Or is it like or like keeping watch?
Well, make your mother's roll, and then I'll tell you.
It's just 2 mine to activate. So
Okay. So this will be a... Yeah, we're gonna go with perception.
okay, that's great then, because that means I can add my spirit and my charisma rather than just doing perception. Not that my perception is terrible, but I get 2 extra dice. And 3 of them are criticals. That's how that works.
Okay. And Nathan, were you staying awake too?
I am.
What was the success number on that?
Success number is going to be 9.
9. Is that with the -1?
That is with the -1.
With the -1. Okay. So I have 1 success on the critical dice then.
Okay. So that means 3 all told.
So wait. If I roll a 12 on a critical dice,
it keeps rolling.
Oh, sweet. Okay, well there you go.
So
the next one is an 11.
3. So that's 3, 4. So that's 5 all told.
5. Okay. Sorry.
The night goes long. Sleep is elusive, but it does come for Tatsi and Anizi. Boop, boop, boop. Possibly bolstered by the gentle beeping of their device. It
Right by my
lulls
head. The
them
whole
both
night.
to sleep. And the hours go long. And then, as you sit there, and Nathan, go ahead and make me a perception roll yourself if you're trying to keep watch. Boop, boop, boop.
And then it's just the stat, correct?
Yeah.
0. No crit.
Okay. It's been many years since you were out this way, and you've never been out to this parts. Everything looks just a little off. And you stay awake, but boop, boop. Maybe it's the damned beeping. Boop, boop.
Does great on the psyche after a while, doesn't it?
And as you're
Really
concentrating
trying
on
to
it,
block it out.
boop, 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 boop. You hear the gentle cracking of something in the tree line. And the beeping begin to increase. Boop, boop.
I will nudge Tatsiaka with my foot and draw my bow.
Same.
Boop.
With an easy.
Boop, 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 boop.
And
As you all wake and ready yourselves, you hear the beeping increase. Every so often you hear cracks in the distance, a gentle shuffle. Boop, boop, boop.
I'm gonna pull a
boop, boop,
uh,
boop.
I'm
log from
staying
the
next to
fire.
our comatose friend.
and I'm
I'm
just gonna
finding
hold.
tops.
I'm gonna hold this log, kind of over my head, and I'm just gonna yell out, "Who goes there?"
No sound. Nothing beyond the gentle wind, the howling in the distance, and the ever-present beeping of the sonar. Boop, 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 boop. It's
I'm
coming
grabbing a rock.
closer.
Does it give a direction at all?
It doesn't.
Direction of the cracking?
The direction of the cracking is vaguely that away.
Okay. I'm going to throw the log as far as I can in that direction.
You hear it thunder into the brush. You hear everything go still and silent, but for the damn beeping, which continues to increase. And as you all wait, the beeping, and Yansa sits bolt upright, shrieking at the top of her lungs. He's coming! He's coming!
Find her.
She screams,
Uh,
and the
I'm-
beeping stops.
I'm grabbing her by the shoulders. Like, it's fine. It's fine. I'm here.
The
And
beeping
that, I
stop.
think, is where we're going to call it tonight.
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, I love cliffhangers.
I was so ready to
Hilarious last
shot
night.
put that rock
Oh.
into something.
Oh.
So, thank you everyone for coming. I've been your story guide, Logan. I can be found at Logan Boese in Akichiwe, but I could tell all the stories I want, and it wouldn't be half as entertaining without all of my lovely players. Go ahead and introduce yourself, starting with, yes, Casper, since you waved.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was saying goodbye. Okay. Hi, I'm Casper. Hi. Sorry, I'm Casper, the NB ghost. Tonight I played Anizi, the spoiled brat kid. You can find me at Casper DANB ghost everywhere. Yeah. Thanks for having me. I don't have anything coming up. So Kichika, you go.
Hi. My name is Bo. I use they, them pronouns, and you can find me all over the internet at Dorky Teacher, except for on Twitch, where it is just Dorky Teacher. And I was Kichika, who is a nice person. I swear, they're just a little blunt. And you can find me tomorrow over on that Twitch channel that I mentioned, just Dorky Teacher, where I will be continuing to play Elden Ring. And I swear this time Millennia is going down. This time, like, I think it's been 4 hours of attempts. It's just going down. I have a plan
faith
up
in
my
you.
sleeve. I have
You'll
a
do
plan up
it.
my
Get
sleeve.
it.
You'll get it.
Yeah.
You know what? If it's not tomorrow, it'll be on Thursday, because I have more Elden Ring then, too. So please come and support me for that. It's very difficult to keep my spirits up for 3 hours like that. But that's me. I'm gonna popcorn it over to our new friend, Vi.
Hi, I'm Vi or Vile. You can find me on Twitter at Valentine or on Twitch at xValentine, as well as Instagram. I also don't. I'm trying to, but I also don't have anything specific coming up. So I will see you guys again here on the first Tuesday of next month, I assume. And happy holidays, everybody.
One
That's
more?
Nathan now.
Yep. One more. I am Mistress Winter, and I was playing Nathan, the life doula. You can find me on all socials at gmistresswinter, and also on my new streaming channel that I started a couple weeks ago, Mistress Winter's Court. We have a Pathfinder 2nd Edition game that we are playing every Monday night at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. We'll be off for the next 2 weeks, but hope you will join us in the new year.
And with that, I think it's time for everyone for us to say goodbye, which I will do in Absarlika. Chinook Diwagawik.